So why would three perfectly sane senior citizens elect to go on a hike in the bush 1,000 kilometres from home for over 100 kilometres? Good question, and I haven't got an answer to that just yet, but I will have an answer in another 6 days, and we're doing the Great Southwest Walk in Victoria, and we're briefly tipping over the border into South Australia for a couple of hours and then back and finishing at Nelson. So the walk goes from Portland to Nelson, and we haven't really done any extended walks like this before, so it's going to be a real challenge for us. So yeah, so this is the first multi-day hike that we've done for, when I say multi-day, I mean longer than 2 or 3 days, and so it's a bit of a learning curve for us, and especially if somebody my age, you know, I'm sort of more or less in my 70s, and so got a lot of aches and pains. Walking through this beautiful little forest in dappled sunlight, and we're halfway between the Princes Highway and the railway line, and we're kind of looking forward to getting to the railway line because that means we're getting closer to the end of our first day. But in here at the moment it's just beautiful. The weather's good, we're out of the wind, and we're having stacks of fun. Isn't that right, troops? We're having stacks of fun.
Oh, it's such fun, yes, we love it.
See, I told you, we're having stacks of fun. Are we there yet? Yeah, almost. Don't look at me, don't look at me, I'm not here. So whoever said this was not a hard trail, this is one of the previous participants. So here I am at Cubby's camp, and it's a great little campsite too by the looks of things, and you know, fully equipped. You've got your fireplace, toilet, shelter, barbecue table, all that sort of jazz. Looking good, looking good. We're going to have a nice camp here tonight. I think with this walk on the first day you have to really get used to the idea that day one is an exercise in futility, really. There's a road from here about 500 metres down the path, and I guess 80 to 90% of the walking here today, to get here today, was in suburban or sort of semi-rural areas, and I guess that's okay if you like walking for the sake of walking. Me, I'm not a great fan of, you know, walking for the sake of walking. But anyway, look, if you don't mind doing the extra mileage, then it's a bit of an achievement. About 20 kilometres to get here today, and it's worth getting here. But if you'd had a bit of foresight, I guess, you could have arranged to be dropped off any number of different places, much closer than leaving from Portland Information Centre, the Visitor Information Centre. But I guess that's what the whole walk is about, isn't it? It's doing the whole thing, starting from the Information Centre at Portland and going through and doing the whole thing down to Nelson, and then if you want to go back further, then go further, then you obviously do the coastal section from Nelson back through to Portland. But anyway, day one, exercise in futility, but we've done it anyway. So 20k, and we've got ourselves to Cubby Camp, which is a beautiful little campsite.
Sorry. Yeah, the bench should be fine.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh. Just don't talk to us a minute. Oh my god.
Wait a minute. That was good, wasn't it?
No. It was really good. Yeah, I love walking on roads and train lines.
I know. I just did a piece to camera then about the futility of the first day, you know, walking 20k around, you know,
around roads. 20.5.
20.5, yeah, around like suburban roads and trails. And there's a road there. There's a road like 500 metres down the track, you know.
Don't tell us that, we don't want to know.
Yeah, anyway, we're here now. That every camp here has water barrels and containers where you can get rainwater. And so we're using that rainwater, but we're going to filter it first. You could probably drink the rainwater okay, but we will filter it anyway.
Can't imagine what I would like after today, but thank you.
Instant mashed potato and Indian curry, yummo.
And spicy
Mexican beans
from the nice young men in Queensland. Cooked just for you.
From what are they called? Right Track or On Track?
On Track, Fact Track. On Track.
On Track, I think.
Yeah, on Track meals.
On Track meals, yeah. So we're doing a food test. We've got On Track, which is hydrated hiking food, and we've got Radix, I don't know how to pronounce it, Radix Nutrition. Good morning, day 2 on the Great Southwest Walk. Here it is. Got up a little bit after sunrise, which is my want, and I'm glad I did too, because the sunrise was really quite beautiful. I could see glimpses of it through the trees behind me, and it was well worth getting up for. But in the meantime, I'll wait for the girls to stir. They don't know that I've got a fire out here, otherwise they'd be out here right now, because it was pretty cool last night. I'm guessing 10 degrees or less, and we came out on this trip with our summer sleeping gear, so it was on the edge of being uncomfortable, I've got to say, but this makes up for it, having this beautiful fire here in the morning and watching the sunrise. Just gorgeous. They're on. It's action, it's all happening. Okay, leaving Cubby's camp, ready for day 2. Okay, so up ahead I can see 2 large packs with people attached to them, and we've got fairly open dry forest here. Very pleasant walking though. One thing about this walk, as far as I can tell, there isn't a lot of ups and downs. There's a really nice variety of trees around here, and I'm looking at what I think might be cypress pine. I could be wrong. As a matter of fact, I probably am wrong, but they kind of look like cypress pine, and all sorts of different eucalypts, of course, some acacias, and some she oaks every now and again. Beautiful. So we're making our way to Ralph's Bridge, and blow me down if, guess what, a big tree's fallen across the bridge, which makes it completely unpassable. Due to a little ingenuity and the help of a fellow outdoorsy person, we managed to negotiate our way down underneath the bridge and across to the other side. The alternative to fumbling our way across or underneath Ralph's Bridge was to take a detour via the road, which would have meant walking 3 or 4 kilometres down the road and another 3 or 4 back up, and eventually getting into the backside of our camp where we're going tonight, which is Cut Out Camp. But anyway, we elected to take the more exciting and shorter route across the broken bridge. Don't tell anybody. What a great looking campsite. my goodness.
Did you get the name? It's up on here.
It says cut out camp right here. That'll do.
That'll it.
So anyway, so here we are at cut out camp, and we've had another day of fairly good hiking. It's been about 15k to get to this campsite today, and 15k of hiking through the bush today, which is good. So the troops have deserted me. They've hit the sack. It's now what time? About 7:30, 7:35, and you can see it's broad daylight. You know, it doesn't get dark here till 9 o'clock. Sun doesn't go down till 9 o'clock, so that's okay. But after a hard day's hiking, the ladies have decided to have an early night. They've hit the sack in our little tent and reading or whatever, waiting for the sun to go down so they can go to sleep. But for tonight, here at Cut Out Camp, I'm going to maybe wander around, film a bit of B-roll, and then I'll hit the sack as well. Probably be in the tent by about 8:30. Get up at sunrise, which is my usual thing. Then we'll try and get an early start and knock off this 22, 23k or whatever it is we've got to do tomorrow. But for now, that's it. See ya. It came out of here, so it must be able to go back in. My makeup bag. I never go anywhere without my makeup bag. Got my bottle of tea here. Actually, it's not tea. It's water straight out of the tank. It's a lovely colour, but it tastes good, so that's fine. So we've just arrived at Kobobani camp, or Kobobuni as I like to call it. Everybody else pronounces it incorrectly.
Says Steve.
Yeah, Kobobani camp, about 11k from Cut Out Camp this morning, where we had brekkie. And we're not going to stay here tonight. We're going to cut this one out, but we're going to have lunch here. Going to have a leisurely lunch, and after that we'll pack up our crap and head off and do another 10 or 11k up to the next camp. Here it is. Our victorious entry into Fitzroy Camp.
How many kilometres?
Oh God, I don't know.
23.
It feels like 43, but there's a sign here says stop decision point on the Great Southwest Walk. I don't know what decision there is to make.
Nice long walk.
Okay, it says this is where you either keep going or just pack it in and go back to the road and get a lift home.
No.
Not a chance.
No.
What a cute little campsite.
Nice. Bit of wood there for you. Oh, just a bit.
Yeah.
Have they left any logs to sit on? Yes, there is. Can we all sit on that one? One sheet each?
Yeah. All right.
Not to sit on, actually.
Here we are at Fitzroy. Thank goodness. Good morning. Day 4. and it's raining, and it's been raining all night. Alright, just follow me.
Merry Christmas.
Follow me, you can't go wrong.
It's raining. Merry Christmas in the rain.
Alrighty then, so we just left Fitzroy Camp in the rain, and we're going across the mighty Fitzroy River. I don't know if you can see the boardwalk that we're on at the moment. Very precarious, but nothing for skilled hikers like ourselves. And looks like they've had a tree fall up ahead on the bridge, but the good people of the national parks have come along and cut the tree off the path, which is excellent. There was a bypass for this little bridge in case it was flooded. You can go about another 2k out of your way to avoid this crossing, but they haven't had any rain here for a while, or any substantial rain, so we're good to cross the Fitzroy River, such as it is. Well, I think that was the Fitzroy River. It's pretty.
I didn't see any water.
It's pretty underwhelming, isn't it, for a river? I expected something with water in it. Next shelter, 17 kilometres. Okay, so we have just come from Muleside Camp and we're heading to Battersby. Battersby's with an S on the end apparently. And we're just taking a quick comfort break and reorganise a few things, nibble on some munchy things, and then we'll get back on the road. So I've just made some highly technical adjustments to my backpack. I've shoved my Polar Fleece 100 sweater underneath the shoulder straps. Man, what a difference. Okay, alright, so after leaving Muleside this morning, we've ended up at Saunders Landing, which is a fantastic little picnic spot. Have lunch here, and we'll do another 9k or so, and that'll get us to Battersby, and we'll camp there. And that's pretty good. This is us taking a well-earned break at the Glenelg River. 5k to go before Battersby camp, right?
Right.
Okay.
Oh, struck this monster. This feels so much heavier than yesterday.
Yeah.
I know I've got a bit more food, but really, somebody put a brick in it.
Okay, right, with a hand?
Probably. Actually, before it up on the phone. Yep. Perfect. Thanks. Right. Yep.
The odd little obstacle makes it more fun, I think. You can tell that because everybody's laughing and having a good time. Excellent, well done.
Yeah, it's interesting they do. Oh, I suppose the spices and the sauces and that, all the liquid and all the other ingredients that they've fried.
Mmm.
That's a good way of doing it. It's the same as the meal I had the other night with a slight
Yeah,
with
I
the
know.
crunchy pepitas. They're
Yeah.
all the same, and
That's
they
what-
just put different flavours.
Yeah.
But they're nice. They're
Yeah.
got a lot of the pepitas. You've got to crunch them, the green ones.
Right. Yeah. Well, you do. You do.
You do. It's got to be good.
That's a good reason for me not to eat it, I reckon. Well, good morning. Today is day 6, and day 6 we're going from Battersby to Patterson. And I'm not up nice and early today, and I've come down to the jetty here to do my blurb. I said it's a little bit gloomy this morning, but nevertheless it's not raining, and so that's a bonus. Whether it's going to rain today or not, we don't know, because we don't have any cell phone reception down here, and we're sort of hanging out to have a look at the weather. We've got 2 more days left today, and 2 more days left from today, I should say. And so we're going to Patterson tonight, and then we're going to Fitzroy, I think is the last one. Everything's going pretty well so far. No blisters, no catastrophes, some very easy hiking, some beautiful weather, some not so beautiful weather. We've had it all really. So far we've clocked up about 100 kilometres of hiking, which is pretty amazing for 3 people in their 70s. Leaving Battersby's, eh? Okay, so the great debate now is what the fuck is making that noise? We have no idea. So far we've been through mopoke, wonga, pigeon,
We have our
yowie.
theories.
I think it's the same animal as putting those big sloppy brown shits on the ground. No, probably not.
Be a little, not a little bird, but a bird. A bird couldn't do all that poo in one sitting, I wouldn't think.
No, I was only joking about the poo, but the bird it sounds like it's fairly deep throated. Sounds like a fairly large bird. Doesn't sound like a little tweety bird.
No.
Anyway,
No.
so
I reckon it's just down here. I reckon it's just down here somewhere. If you could...
It's like the end of the rainbow. It's just here. Oh no, hang on, it's just there.
No, but it's louder here.
Another bend in the river and another chance for a view. It's an awesome road for a motorbike, but I haven't got a motorbike, so it looks like we're going to have to walk.
That's right.
Well, let's go, let's get it done. So this track from Battersby is sort of meandering along the river for the most part, but it comes across roads pretty often as well. So you go across these roads and into the bush, and then you come out of the bush and go across the road again, and so on and so forth. And I think they do it to not only give us the mileage, but also to give us the experience of walking through this beautiful bush. And the trails are just fantastic, nice and soft underfoot with all their leaf litter, and flat and smooth and wide. You couldn't ask for better trails really. Morell's fire line, whatever that means. It's just saying that if it was any hotter today she'd get hot and bothered, and we can't have her hot and bothered.
No, get cranky.
Yeah.
perfect walking weather. Cool,
And look at this trail, man. This is just perfect. Going,
old fire trail.
yeah, old fire trail or a fire trail. And a young reckless lad could have a lot of fun on a dirt bike out here, or an old reckless lad like me. But it's not an option. So here we are, camp number 6 or 7, I don't know, I've lost track, but this is camp anyway. After clumping about 15 or 16k, and right by the river and right by a gorge. How would you sum up today's walk?
Easy.
Yeah, it was an easy walk.
Easy walk. They're all easy. It's just that some are longer than others, aren't they?
Yeah.
There's never been anything difficult about any of the walks. The rest of it's been easy.
Today's been pretty because you look at the river.
Yeah, and beside the river too, you get all those platypuses splashing around in the river everywhere,
Kangaroos.
and all
Kangaroos and wallabies.
the wonga wonga birds.
Wongas.
Yeah, all that.
What more could you ask for?
Excellent. So, last day of hiking here at Patterson. It was kind of funny. We pulled up here at Patterson yesterday afternoon about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and there was nobody else here. I thought, oh, this is cool. We've got the whole place to ourselves, and then at about 4:30, 5 o'clock, when we'd finished eating our meal, a guy rolls up and looking totally exhausted. Poor guy, he just hiked 30-something kilometres to get here, and he set up his camp, and we had polite chit-chat for a little while, and I got up this morning about 6 a.m. and there are 3 other tents in the area. So sometime during the late evening or night, some other campers have rolled up and set up camp. So kind of busy little trail, I guess. But anyway, all good. Spirits are high. No injuries or really bad feet. Camping's fantastic, and the track is great. The weather has been a little iffy. It's had sort of misty rain and cloudy conditions for the last few days, and we're running on stored power from our power banks to power a camera and phones and watches and all those other doodads you take with you when you're a modern camper. And we're not able to use our solar panel to any great degree because there's no sun, but we'll get by. Heading across Lower Glenelg River Conservation Park, and we're going to South Australia.
We may not stay long.
We're in pretty high spirits at the moment because we're in about the last kilometre before our last camp, so which is Simpsons, like Simpson Desert without the P, according to Lindy. And the weather is beautiful, as you can see, and just about all over. 130 kilometres of walking coming to an end. This is it, last camp of the journey. Woohoo!
Arriving at Simpsons.
Simpsons without the P, although there is a toilet, so you can do what you like with that. We made it.
Might just grab the table just in case we get visitors.
Okay, we've got to pick a tent site. Packing up the tent for the last time on this trip. Just about to hit the road. We're going to meet our shuttle guy in about an hour or so. 3k up the road. He's going to take us back to Portland. Well, we made it to Nelson Community Centre. I think that's where we are. We're just going to sit down at a picnic table and just reassess. I think I'll take the closest one. Well, I think the girls are happy. They've just got their coffee from the famous Nelson kiosk opposite the famous Nelson Hotel. And
Cheers, Leslie.
it looks like,
Cheers, yeah. Cheers, we made it.
looks like an extra large coffee too. Gear safely stowed away in Gary's bus. All about us, and just sorting a few minor issues out.
No, we persevered.
And off we go. Saturday, so we've been back off the trail for the last couple of days. It's sort of
We finished
the last day and a
yesterday
half.
morning.
Yeah, so just sort of relaxing in Bridgewater. Finished our arduous journey and then came back from Nelson to Portland. So at the moment we're just sort of sitting down, having we shouldn't do on our next trip. What do you reckon, Lindy? What do you think? What are you thinking?
I thought the whole thing was fantastic.
Yeah, yeah, me too.
Yeah, easy walking, but long and hard. Easy walking, but hard because we had to carry the packs.
Yeah.
I even managed the camping, which I thought was a bit of a feat. I was happy that I did that. I wasn't too sure how I'd go with that.
Yeah.
And get used to diving into cold water, because my biggest issue was not being able to have a shower or wash my hair for 7 days. Walkers we saw, and another highlight for me was the people we met on the course.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, they're young, a lot younger than us, of course, but they were all fabulous, motivated, interesting young people. So that was really good as well. And the campfires, having the fires on each
Campfires made.
that was
camps,
was really cosy and fun.
Each of the campsites was really good, and each campsite has its own water tanks and toilets and areas where you can set up your tent. So very well equipped. You don't have to worry about humping water from, for 3 or 4 or 5 days at a time. You can always just, go from one campsite to the other. I think it's for me, my gear was fine. My pack was way too heavy, and I think the biggest mistake, I should not have bought that second pair of underpants. I should have left that at home. But other than that,
Swapped it for a pair of socks, I reckon. I could have done with more fresh socks.
Yeah, more fresh socks maybe.
But I think that would have been much better.
Yeah, hiking boots, very important, so that connection with the ground and then that connection with your feet is a big thing.
Yeah. But it was fun, and as Lindy said, a real sense of achievement, and we're really happy we did it. So,
Well, for you, Leslie, never having camped before or overnight hiked before, I reckon you're the one who deserves the medal.
I know, I do. Where is
doing
it?
it? Because it was like it's not easy to just not have a shower for 7 days. That was tough.
That was probably the grossest.
What do you mean? I do that at home.
Yeah, no.
No, not really.
So great southwest walk.
Yeah,
Do it.
Get the map.
Give it the thumbs up.
Give it a go. Thumbs
Two
up.
thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Yeah. Excellent. Okay, I think that's a wrap.